Welcome. Welcome. Hi. Sorry that it took forever. I was drying my hair. I'm very sorry. Sorry. If I don't dry my hair properly, it will make me sick. So I don't want that to happen. I just had to make sure I was not gonna get sick. Time to cut your hair short, but I like it. I like how long it is right now. Okay, wait a second. Let me open this for you. Oop. Hello. Hello, chat. Look at my hands and my very basic Microsoft keyboard that I'm never gonna change. Also, there's a holder that glows. It's the RGB hole that leads to the Underdark. Hello, hello. I just realized how big this fucking shirt is. Gonna look like a magician, like a mage, like a wizard, like I call wizard sleeves. They freaking love that. I wanted to make sure I was not gonna be sick so I can be here for other streams. But yeah, here I am. And I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. I have some very silly letters that I mentioned yesterday. I made some very silly letters that look super fancy. I made a bunch of them. Boop, boop, boop. And they all have like little seals on them. Do you see that? I think that my room might be too dark. But I'll show you in a second. Hello! Good day, Bibi. Your desk looks surprisingly clean today. That's because you can't see the rest of it. That's because you can't see the rest of it. You can't see. Because I'm hiding the dirty parts. I'm hiding them. Hello, Biscuit. Welcome. I am sweating like a motherfucker. I don't know if it's because I'm technically wearing... What is it? Like... autumn pajamas? Or what? What's that on the screen on the left? This one's? Tears? Here? The Steam icon. It's also the time. Steam icon. The current icon. Nintendo. Sai, Paint Tool, Sai, and Photoshop. You can't really see Photoshop. I also got Photoshop. That's my second screen. That's my second screen that I haven't inverted the orientation yet. Oh, so you stuck the seals right on the letters, not on the envelope? I didn't have any envelopes. I think I'm gonna order some. But I thought this would also be cool, you know, because it's like a little seal of approval. Ow. Ow. Main monitor equals stream. Second monitor equals missile control. I usually have you guys over there. That's why I can see shit. Because I'm kind of blind. But I'll show you. I made a bunch of these so I can put them in like individual seals that I can force the boss to put up. You see that? Do you see that? You guys are super high up. This is not fair. I kinda see the bees. Can't you? Oops. Like a little bee. Wait, let me try and see if I can make this look even closer. Oh god, it's gonna show you guys my pants. I don't want that to happen. Go down! Why is it so hard for this thing to go down? Okay, don't fucking fall. It's gonna fall. What? Just went back to what it was originally. Fuck. I guess I need a longer arm. It over here. I make it closer. Okay, zoom over there, and then not autofocus, but rather the type of focus. Holy shit, Barry! Thank you, Barry! Thank you, Barry! Thank you! Barry, thank you! Okay, I think it's done. Would it be fixed? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. You see them now. Wait, I think there's probably a way for me to make it and a little better looking. There we go. And we're gonna change the exposure a little bit so it's brighter. I'm gonna turn yellow, okay? But don't get worried. It will be a red. Why is it 2 frames now? God damn it. Okay, whatever. I am waiting for the birthday stream. Hopefully we can do that by the end of the month. Okay, fuck it. Just put this on automatic. And wait. Would you prefer it to be on a seal? Sorry, on a seal, on an envelope? See how it looks? It's a bee that I made with a bunch of things. Like this stamp thingy. It's sort of reflective, but not that much. And then these heads come off. And it's a V, you see? I think it's actually this way because it has to be like reversed, you know? Boop. Like this. Good shine. Ah, my eyeballs! I'm turning white as we speak. Or too much light. Okay, how about there? I have a super cozy little setup. It always makes me sleepy whenever I stream. I realized very late that whenever I stream with this setup, with like the light over there that bounces off the wall, I usually want to fall asleep. Turn yellow. I don't think you're supposed to turn the camera into a Chinese one. Alright. Enough Chinese jokes. So you never have enough Chinese jokes. Okay. So do you see the bee? The Bibi seal. I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna show you how I use it. We're gonna put it here. They're reflective, so it's gonna be fine. So the way this works is we have this little thingy here, which is, you call this una hornilla. Like a... On the kitchen, I do see the Bibi. You see 2 Bibis or do you see 3 Bibis? We're gonna have to ask the doctor if you're alright on the head first. Stove, yes, like a little stove, but for a candle. And what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna put the candle over here and set it on, and it's gonna melt the wax that's gonna go on this thingy here. That's where you put the wax. And then once the wax is hot enough and it has all melted, you put it wherever you want to. Boop. Put the seal on. Pretend that this is the place that I want to put the seal on. I put this boop over there. And then I proceed to put this over there. We wait. Once it's done, should be something like this. Usually what I've been trying to do with this one is get like a paper. That's kind of what it has, like pieces of paper over here. Your hands seem a little bit bonier than last time, Bibi. I was a bit sick, so maybe that has something to do with that. Also, leave me alone! Leave me alone! I got bony hands. I am delicate. I'm a delicate little flower. There's like a stain here. I promise I'm not that bony. It's just the lighting. But yeah, we got this one. This one. I need 3. You don't need 3. Also, I don't know what that is. Not super clean because I haven't cleaned it. Hello, Mega. Hope you're feeling better now. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. You could fold a letter over and use the wax to seal it close. Oh yeah, I also got themed paper. Look at this one. It's spiders. It's little spiders. But I would feel, do you mean fold it like this and then put the wax seal? Why didn't I think about it before? Eat more meat, woman. I promise I ate a lot. I had 2 slices of pizza. 2 slices of pizza. Yeah? Alright. Should do a test. The only problem with this type of paper is that it's rather dark for certain pens to show up. You know? Rather dark. But you mean like this? Let's see. Let's do a test. It would be kind of like this, you say? Then we put this one over here like this. Oh, it actually does look nice. Okay, but I also want to do purification seals. Like the ones that you see in Warhammer. Let's get a reference. Let's get a reference. We move you guys over here temporarily. Let's see. I don't want you to. I don't know if I could type. Purification. Seal. Purity seal. Oh, they're pretty similar. There's just like 2 pieces of paper. There's 2 pieces of paper and then the seal is over them. Do you want me to do one of those? I have not wearing my dad's shirt. This is a Victoria's Secret XS. I'm just tiny. It is the same. It's the same. It's the same. The same pajamas that I have on this art. Pretty cute. It is an XS. American women are just bigger. It is an American XS. Okay. It is an XS! I know! What is Victoria's Secret? Probably that she's a bunch of men. Probably that she's a bunch of men trying to get very young models to sign up for their stuff. Probably that's her secret.
Royal Guard, open
Hello,
up.
Machugo Savage, welcome! We're crafting today. Oh yeah, let me show you the wax. Look at the little, what do you call this? Speckles? No, they're not speckles. I'm trying to broaden my English vocabulary. So these are kibbles. Or those kibbles necessarily have to be a dog food. Don't eat the pellets. Do not eat those. Don't eat. Don't eat. Do not eat it. It's not for human or drow or goblin consumption. Kibble is good. Kibble is food. Okay, pellets. Pellets. They're pellets. And I like this color. It's like a red. It's perfect for the seals like this. And I was thinking about buying maybe like some gold ones. Hello, Macho! Wax is good for the skin. Should I try to burden myself? Does that count as self-harm? I don't think it does. Sorry, I spit in your face a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. Here, let me clean it for you. Let me clean it for you. Dame los pellets. No. Hello, witness. Tengo un canizador Inca Cola Beam. Thank you so much for the CLP. I don't have Inca Cola. I only have tea with me right now. But I'll drink it. You might, if you burn yourself with wax on stream, that might be TOS. What if I make sure that it's not as hot anymore? Also, I think that's on a surface that cannot burn. One that was made out of actor. I wonder where it is. I'm gonna find out later. But so far, I think I could try and heat it up in this other part. Okay, let me see. So what we do first, we get our trusty. Sorry, that's a bit of a pellet. We get our trusty llama cerillitas. Será deliciosa. Inca Cola mentioned. I wish I had some Inca Cola right now. You should just force a goblin into a game so that gave the okay for that. Sorry. I'm a little burpy tonight. That looked a little dangerous. Okay, I have put in the thing. It's right here, okay? So, the correct amount of pellets for each seal that I would like to make is 3. Otherwise, it kind of looks too flat. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You're making me nervous with fire. You do make me nervous with fire. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry so much, chat. I'll be fine. Oh. I should have thought about that before I did this. That's not a little gas can, right? Gas? Where? Gas? No. Woman on fire bath? It's gonna be fine! I'm not gonna burn anything, don't worry about it. It's not gas. Bold of you to assume she has a fire extinguisher. Bold of you, I don't have a fire extinguisher. I do not. While it melts, let me show you the one that I mentioned before. This is a note that I made for a future Joblin that's gonna purchase the stuff. Actually, they don't have the title of Joblins yet. If there's somebody that has purchased the stuff that we're selling, doesn't mean that they are Joblin yet. You know what I mean? They need to prove themselves to me. They'll use that on their mom's white bottles. No, I won't. The heat from the elements won't burn the camera. No, the camera is here. The heat is over there. It's not burning. Don't worry about it. It will be fine. Right? Right? Okay. For what? That they're viewers. I cannot call Jolvins to people that haven't watched me yet. Okay. So, it says the cringe stuff that I said yesterday, and then it has its little 35 purchase seal. And then on the back, it has me dressed as a Mexican man. It says, P.S. A little fun fact about me. I am Peruvian. Ay, 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 ay. And I speak English and Spanish. And here's a map. Here's the map that I made. Here's Canada. Here's America. Here's where the person who's gonna purchase is probably gonna be. Here is Mexico. Then question mark, because I don't remember which countries are over here. Then Brazil. And then Peru. And that's where I am. Who would buy a VTuber's merch of a gaming store website without knowing her? Actually, we sell our stuff at the random conventions. We sell our stuff at anime conventions. And sometimes there's VTuber related ones. They force people to take it. Force! It's a little bit of a rude thing to say, isn't it? I don't force anybody. Okay? Also, I think that we can use this as a nice little base for our stuff. Bitakora. Let me show you how this is done. I think I'm just gonna take this paper that has like a really cool design, and I'm gonna... It looks a little bit old. You know what I mean, chat? We're gonna sort it out. We're gonna sort out the situation. Yeah. Fix. Move this. Melted yet? It needs a bit more uniformity. I thought the letters were going to be a surprise for BDC purchases. Not for all of them, only if it's merch for VTubers. Alright. Is my brain not working correctly? So, on some conventions, there is VTuber fans. And then there's the ones that are dedicated to VTubers, which now There's more than 3, if I'm not wrong. And aside from that, I was thinking about giving this to the people that buy either from conventions or from the website. I think that would be cute, wouldn't it? Okay, maybe I should make another little piece. It is potentially too long. But I'm guessing something like this. And then the seal goes over here. More than 3 fans. More than 3 conventions! Yes, I like to believe that I have more than 3 fans, yes. I thought the website would make more sense since the whole letter is in the mail thing. That is doable. Okay, I think that's enough. Then we take this and we put it over here. Leave it there. Push it. If you saw me, you didn't. I'm tired of worrying, Chad. I don't wanna worry. I wanna do my little silly crafts in P. I don't think it heat up enough. I put it on the wrong side! Fuck! No. Oh shit. I put it on the wrong side. Oh no. Well, to the book it goes. I'm gonna take 3 more. Let's do it again. 3. Try doing it again. Wax is totally edible. No, it ain't. Sellando como toda una señorita del siglo XIX. Sí. I'm gonna try again, since this didn't work. What am I doing wrong? Is it on the wrong side? I think I'm a bit of a dumbass. It's supposed to be like this. So, poop, you know? She killed Mr. Paper. Papers don't have feelings. Papers don't have any feelings. Chat. Okay, it needs to heat up more then. We gotta wait. We gotta be patient. Yeah. Wax candy with a VDC candy box. Ooh. Wait, what if it's a bit of a Russian roulette? It's like a box of candy, but one of them is wax. What if... two of them are wax? You're gonna kill a goblin? It is not that hard to tell them apart, is it? This is fancy, so we call it parchment. Parchment. Witness Boy just told me that I am being super fancy. Feeling like a lady from the 19th century. Russian roulette candy, yes. Parchment is made from animal skin. I'm guessing that it's supposed to be like this type of thing, right? Where you put the thing over there. Parchment is specifically made for skin, yeah. I had! Okay, but not anymore, right? Because I do have parchment paper somewhere. Right? Stationery is when it has a print. Oh. This is stationery? Because it's stationary? Thank you for the mana potion. I only have tea and I almost burned myself. I'll put it over here. What about this one? Look how cute it is! How cute it is! A little seesaw to stab people. And it cuts very well. I think it's a scissor specifically made to open letters. Very fancy. Yeah, it's very fitting. Very fitting for me. I'm waiting for the wax. Well, okay. Now that I have gained consciousness again and I'm no longer groggy from taking a shower, would you prefer to have the seals like this? Like maybe I can make like a whole little box of seals like this. Or would you prefer it to be a purity seal? Or would you prefer it to be a little letter? Why is the shower making you groggy, boss? Because I'm a little tired. I've been working all day. I'm not drowning. It's just very hot. Okay, let's see. Are you done? There's a little more time. A little more time. I thought they were supposed to be surprises. I mean, you don't know which one you're going to get. Okay, you don't know what I will write on them. Oh my god. You know what I will write on them. Both of you to assume I'm getting one. Okay then. I will make sure that the boss doesn't send you one ever. Okay, wait, I should put another one maybe. That's what. Let's see. I need to buy merch first. That's what I'm gathering. So yeah. Never bought merch before, Biscuit? She should pay you just enough to buy her merch. Never ever ever? I have, but the budget is a little tight right now. It's okay. Don't worry. We'll find a way. Good night, Moon. Thanks for the love, Bibi. Good night. Have a good night, Moon. Tomorrow you gotta work up early to go to the other fucking side of your city in order to work. It's always the life of the people who work in factories. I wanna buy, but shipping situation is crazy. Right. Don't worry. We'll find a way. Don't tell her, boss. That's awesome. It is not Ebola, it's Rebola. It's Brazilian for twerk it. It's Rebola, not Ebola. I really want the Bibi Christmas charm. Christmas? Last year?
Royal Guard!
Ready!
Welcome,
Welcome, readers! Laundry! Hi! We're doing some crafts in here. Which one's have I forgotten which one's oh wait! Okay, I know. It's the one. Okay. Yeah, I can get it for you. I can get it for you, no worries. But you'll get it next Christmas. I remember now which one it is. It's the one where we're all dressed like little Santas. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. It's the one that Monkey made. Hello, Railers! Hello, George Chungus. Hello, Betty. Hello, Wintermarn. Lobotomy Corpo. I think you shamed me for playing gachas and you're playing Lobotomy Corporation? I'm showing her the Ebola Cola song later. Yeah, because then I don't have no idea which one it is. Gotcha! Okay, let's try this. I may have fucked up. What is this? Please don't fuck up! Lobocorp is not a gacha. Nice. It sorta is. Well, what do we think? Also, you put a little thing I made you on your screen. Yeah, she's cute. She's a mini me. Cook. What are we thinking? Me. With rice. Maybe I should make one for everybody. Where is that Bibin? Which Bibin? Then ship them all over the place. Making a logistics nightmare for the boss. That video one? Oh. You mean the one that is a cat flop? That one? Beanie one. The Squeevy? The Federally Bibi? Cat Club? The cat one? Would it be... Frankly? The one made by your friend, Bibi? We're gonna have to be more specific. Specifically because I am groggy as fuck. I might just make some coffee in a bit. Beanie Vivi. Beanie Vivi. Oh! Probably on my closet somewhere, but do you wanna see yourself? Wait, let me take off your kigurumi. We're gonna undress him. It's gonna be my tail. So he becomes, why is it a Yangtze? He becomes a little Jovelin Yangtze. Where should I put him? Maybe... I don't want him to get burned. The Kobo is blessed. Alright. I think I'm gonna make one for everybody. But the thing is that if I send it, you're gonna have to mention to the boss which is your username on the Twitch so that he knows who you are. And he can send you yours. You know what I mean? It still forces us to go without pants and she won't stop calling us her little green boy. Well, how would that work? Well, the thing is, if I put customized messages on each of them, they all need to be mailed to you, right? So you would have to, when you do your order of different things, you're gonna have to mention your name, your username, so that he sends it over to your address. I feel like that's a little against the anonymity purpose of having a Twitch account that doesn't have your full name. So it gets a little complicated, doesn't it? I didn't think that through. I'm gonna be claiming everyone else's letter. You're gonna have a... Thanks. You say that like you don't already know my full name, but there's some place of work. That is true, but the thing is, it's not about me knowing that. It's rather about the boss knowing that. Where's his shibari? He's currently naked because the little uniform that I bought for him never arrived. I think I'm just gonna buy one from AliExpress again. Just like this one. Just like this one. Do you like your cinnamon roll one though? I think it's cute. It takes forever to put on because you have huge ears. Like trying to put a thing on a bad chubby baby. Except the chubby part's just the ears. AliExpress, I wonder why it never arrived. It is not AliExpress's fault. It is Peruvian Customs' fault. They have lost so many stuff. that I have ordered before. I wonder if I could get one on Amazon. The thing is that I don't know where else to find good outfits for plushies that is not AliExpress. Lost or kept? Good question. He's so cute! 𝕬𝕦𝕤𝕚 is one of my favorite Sanrio characters, so it makes sense that he would wear this. That is you. I almost think Etsy would be better. I'll see if I can find outfits for him on Etsy. I'll see if I can find outfits for him on it. Alrighty. Some bullshit is going on. Why do you have a goblin plushie on your hand? Should we wax him? Should we wax him? Don't do that. Yeah, I would never do that actually. I wouldn't want it to get stained. Let's look at the other letters that I wrote. Okay, so these ones, the letters that I have right here, they are for people that are gonna purchase VTuber stuff at anime or VTuber events where BDC goes to. So these are people that don't know me, and I need to make a first impression so that later on I can filter them on stream. But first I need to be I need to hook them, so it's too late for them to come back. They need to get Bibicalized. Don't say anything racist on the letters. If you don't make my letter racist, I have on 7. Okay. Okay, we will. Hello, Scooty. Welcome. Was there good an alternate character in the cinema role line for her birthday? Her character's name is Chiffon. I fucking love all of the brown girls that want to date cinema roll. There's 3 of them. And actually, I bought one for Momki. This right here. This one is Momki's that I could never send her. I think I'm gonna send a whole box. Mango's box for everybody. Because I have this one. I have this cinema roll. I have a shit ton of cinema. And then when the one that I showed you before is, I think, Mocha from the cinema roll universe. And this one is Milk. This one is Nemi's. And I haven't been able to deliver it yet. I need to find the time. I'm too damn busy. This is different from the Momonga stuff, right? Yes. Momonga is from Chikawa. Chikawa they all have like a particular style. Look at the server to see Chiffon. There's Mocha, Chiffon, and one more whose name I don't remember. Gonna be ultra racist for Hofkai. I was joking with Sawa about that. I was like, we need to make a speedrun to which VTuber event bans us first. Okay, then I like the Chikawa that drinks like an old man. Oh, that is Kurimanjo. I also really like Kurimanjo. He's Mexican. In my heart, he is Mexican. Okay, tell me, Joe. I wanna know what your race is. Hello, Auntie. Okay, give me a second. I'll do another one. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Okay. I think I'm inside I'm a 𝕓𝕤𝕤 chat. Inside I'm a 𝕓𝕤𝕤. There we go. Oop. I got wax from India. It's Chinese actually. It's from China. Where are the seals brown? They're red. They're red. Can you see them? They're not brown. They're not from India. Jesus Christ. I've been on an anti-Indian propaganda streak for the past week. For no particular reason. Hello, Kiri. The Chinese bought it from India to repackage as Chinese. You know what? You could be right. Now I'm worried I'm smelling the fumes. Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay. I'm making one for Joe. I'm making one for Scooty. I'm gonna make one for Taro because I know they purchase. I know they purchase merch. This one's for Joe. This one's Scooty. I know a Mexican girl who thought the same thing, Bibi. Scooty Manjo is Mexican! Or at least he's Latino. He's like a Latino uncle. Because he likes mixing his cerveza with limon. And then whenever he drinks, he's like... You know? There is a very Latino thing to do. I think that's also Japanese, but the Japanese don't do it with as much passion as Kurimanjo does. It's like... The scowl is the best part, yes. Let me see if I can put a little gif of him. Wait, I can't. I'm in an uncomfortable situation. Kyrie? Kyrie, I'm sorry. I keep mispronouncing your name forever and ever. Also, I think I'm gonna put 4 of these things because it's not melted enough. I think I'm just running out of candle as well. Good luck with the letters, Bibi. Thank you. Japanese definitely have that stereotype, but you have to finish with "That's good stuff." You're like, Ine, Ine, oishiso. Hope your day was good. Pretty good. A little busy. I feel super groggy throughout the whole day because I couldn't sleep that much yesterday. I'm having trouble sleeping. I think I woke up at like 7 AM and then I turned off my alarm and fell asleep again, so I was late. Oh yeah. Yeah! That also works. Yeah! Alright, make some more letters. And wait on the back. A pen? Ah! have a pencil. I have a... Who's this one? Who's this? Who this? Gonna be Joe. You see this? No. This is gonna be Woody. I'm gonna make a Charo one. I have another one of these. I really like the spider theme. It gives it a nice touch. Hello, look at you! Welcome! Hello, Carrick. I'm making this for the people that usually buy merch. If you have bought merch and I am forgetting about you, please remind me. I don't have the greatest memory. It's been a while, but I did buy some. Bibi only remembers people who spend money. That is not true. God damn it. I don't remember because I don't see people who actually buy stuff. Because I don't have the database with all of your names. Because I like to keep some sense of mystery. Okay? I don't have your names, actually. What mystery is there? I don't know. I don't know. I think I enjoy mysteries. I think I enjoy not knowing stuff. Sometimes. Others, I am a chismos. I am a gossipy girl. But with other things, I just want to tell you guys, I know that there may be two cousins who happen to be goblins. Because you guys may share the same last name. But I will keep that secret to my grave because it would imply overly sharing information about each other. I'm sure Vlad will tell you. I don't want to ask them. It is your privacy after all. I would only ask him if any of you fuck me over in some kind of way, and then I need to find your house to send you a pipe bomb. But so far, you guys have been nice to me. But I don't need to send a pipe bomb. Kind of like sending the IRS to my house. Great. I don't need to send you a pipe bomb. Imagine being a YouTuber and learning one of your fans is your cousin. I feel like that has happened at some point. I'm sure that somebody's dad ended up on their OnlyFans. That's why you don't do OnlyFans yet. I think I'm a bit of a prude. I would never do OnlyFans. I would never do that type of thing. I think it should be considered normal to not do so. Pipe bombs are handy and appreciated. Please send unarmed. But what is the joke? What is the fun then? What is the fun of sending non-lethal bombs? She won't even ask Blood for our dogs and info to put it on her spreadsheet. She hates us. Don't give me ideas. Just imagine the look on the mailman's face. It's just a prank. It wasn't a prank. That's how they ended up calling the police on the Waco people. Because the mailman started getting a bunch of grenades. But they were not loaded with the powder. Did you know? The mailman, he would get like a bunch of stuff sent over to deliver to Waco. Waco Texas. I don't know what the name of the sect was. Something light. Anyways, so the mailman would constantly deliver guns and he would not question it. But then this one time he was carrying a super heavy box and it accidentally fell on the back of his car when he was accelerating. And a little grenade came out of the box. He realized what it could have been and he prayed in case that they were actual grenades with powder inside and they would explode, right? And then he opens it and realizes it's empty. They were Latter-day Saints. I think at some point I defended Waco. Because I mistook it. I may have mistaken Waco for the other case about the family getting shut down. Yes, you did. Okay, I'm a retard. Waco. There you go, Waco. 7-Day Adventists? Yeah, Ruby Ridge. Yeah, Ruby Ridge. Because that was totally uncalled for. They killed the kid, man. They killed the kid. Both were messed up in their own ways. That stuff. Yeah, but... Oh, there were Waco Davidians. Avidia, but it's fine. The more open-minded advice would be to criticize the dad for looking at girls his daughter's age. I forgot what the context of that was. Remind me please, Megadeth. I read that too late. Good night, Biscuit. Waco is still fucked up because they killed a bunch of children instead of just punching the leaders during this extremely routine runs outside the compound. That is true. Also, they killed a bunch of their dogs first. I feel like back then the police was super reckless. Well, they still kinda are, right? But now there's cameras everywhere. Okay, this one should be Charos. I am trying. Make sure it dries correctly. Who else always buys merch? And I'll send this over. Waco. I don't believe that's correct. I'm getting my large congregations of dead people confused. It was kind of a necessary standoff. Then they post on that still burning bodies for photos from an accelerant. They pumped into the building. Holy shit. Good night, Biscuit. Yeah, it was very fucked up. Also, let's try it. We're burning ourselves a little bit. With cold chocolate! With cold chocolate Twitch! I'm not actually getting burned whatsoever. I promise. Okay, chat. Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. When I was a kid, I would do this for fun. Typical Dro stuff. Just things that you would find in your pantry. Oh, spicy calamari. Welcome. It already dried. I think it's a type of wax that dries super fast. Bibi, stop being a masochist. I'm not a masochist. I just wanted to see what would happen. The ADF loves doing anything besides going after criminals that post themselves online. Yeah. Solidifies. It solidifies quickly. It made me think. Where is Crochet Bibi? Beanie? Oh, that's why you called her Beanie Bibi, because of Beanie Babies. I guess, yeah, she could count as a Beanie Baby. Are you gonna write notes for us on these things? Yes. But since one of you told me, Bibi, that isn't much of a surprise if you're doing it on stream, I think I'm gonna just write it off stream. You know? And then I'm gonna send them over to Blatt on an envelope. Love you, baby. Hello, Beat Puppy. Welcome. So far, I got yours, Joe's, and the Charos. I'm gonna make one for a Biscuit. She said she was in the closet, very Bibi-like. Shut up! I'm not in the closet. Good, Big Man's super sweet, so I can hang it up somewhere. Also, include several slurs in the postscript for a laugh. Okay. I'll make sure. Would you be interested in learning the tabletop game? Which tabletop game? Tabletop? Warhammer. I fear that game requires too many brain cells. I was saying you said it was a surprise after you asked us what we would like to get. But it's gonna be a surprise then. You made me realize I was being stupid. You can't afford Warhammer, Bibi. I know. A singular box of units of all the army is like 700, 800, 1k soles. That is too damn much. I don't think I even have toys. I don't think I even have figurines that are that expensive. I don't think I have anything that is that expensive. Let me think. Because at some point I'm gonna have to do a financial audit with Sawa. Sawa is going to be Caleb Hammer. And she will get a heart attack. She will get a heart attack. Well, tabletop sim could work. Maybe. Bo's gonna yell at you, Pui. She's gonna yell at me. I don't think... Wait, maybe we should do each other's financial audits. I will be vindicated on that day. I don't waste that much money. I actually do. I have a problem. And I shouldn't, because I shouldn't spend that much money. The problem is... I am a girly girl. I like drinking matcha. And it's a little expensive. I was about to say, Bibi, you are a woman. I'm a girly girl who likes matcha. And makeup. And what else? Gasoline is expensive. The problem is the circumstances of your birth. I am in a quarrel. I'm in a bit of a pickle. It's a miracle you're not in debt, really. Right? I have a little debt, but that's okay. I got a little debt left from my PC. But aside from that, I'm alright. Nearly 4.50 here? Fuck, man. I wasted money on food. I prep it for the week, but I won't eat it before it goes bad. I should do that. I should only eat tuna with mayonnaise. Are you gonna sell the GPU at your aunt's? Yes. Fuck it. I'm tired. The GPU has been a pain in the ass. I don't know if it would be better to have it sold over here or over there. I think it would be better to sell it over here since those type of units are hard to come by. What else do girls like? Oh, brownie girls, Nasherito. I wax my whole body each month. That is a little expensive. I'm not ashamed to say that I am Latina. You probably get more for it in America. Well, I think I can ask my uncle. I can ask my uncle to help me out. I made homemade mayonnaise a couple of weeks ago for tuna sandwiches. It is really good, but that batch probably has gone bad by now. Aw, man. Happens. Have you guys seen the coconut that Grimmy and her whole family ate with her? I swear to God, YouTubers just call mold to appear in their lives. Yes. Wax your whole body? That is a question that I fear answering. Get spoiled from the eyelet lol. It happens a lot, honestly. Why is it with YouTuber women and ingesting mold? I don't know. Maybe somebody has to make a study if being slightly autistic and into anime correlates to eating mold. Because I think it is. Because I've seen some problems, like some bacteria in your gut can make you more prone to be autistic. Or nerdy, if you will. You know, I'll post crying emotes depending on the answer. I'm not good crying emotes. Feel like that's private information that I don't need to share. You'd never ask that to a lady, would you? So there we go, look. Girl here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me turn this off. There are Bibi full body wax molds somewhere. What? Is there a good way to clean the wax to reuse it? Okay, so I have a family member who is from Brazil. And they are the person who showed me how to wax. It was a very fun experience. Because I was at their house. And they were like, don't share this with any of your cousins ever, because I didn't teach them how to wax, but I'm gonna teach you right now. Because you have a bit of a very thick eyebrows, Bibi. I was okay, show me. And then she showed me. And she explained to me that you can technically like drain through one of those, una coladora? I don't know how you say coladora. Like how you strain the pasta, you can strain the wax from the hair and then throw that part away, but eventually you will end up with much less wax, right? So it is technically not an efficient way to do it. You kind of just gotta heat up the same wax over and over again so that it lasts longer. I have like my own little wax thingy that I use, and it's on like they sell it kind of like in a small teeny tiny, I want to say skillet, but it's not a skillet. It's like a pan that is deep. So it's a tiny little pan that they sell you with the wax inside of it. So you can put that on your kitchen and start like let it melt, and then you can use it. And I have very sensitive armpits. And I don't like anybody waxing them, so I wax them myself. Because I'm scared of how brutal these fucking waxers are, chat. It hurts! It hurts. So I wax that myself. But when it comes to legs and stuff, I usually go to the waxing lady. Because I am Latina, it is a problem. Too much info, don't you think? No, because it's an armpit. It's nothing horrible. I've used those for twin floral arrangements. Different wax. I'm scared. Just armpit sensitivity. Yes. I remember having a friend whose body hair was so fucking thick she would cry whenever I would have to go to her appointments to get waxed because she needed medical, emotional support. She would cry whenever she got her eyebrows waxed and stuff. Oh, I thought you were talking about somewhere else. No. It's because I don't like... Usually waxers are brutal. They will very quickly and put burning wax on your skin and then just take it out super quickly. And whenever I wax my eyebrows, I also cry a little bit. But not as much as my friend. My poor friend. Her hair follicles are super huge. Why would you use wax when you can shave it with a razor instead? Because it grows thicker and it leaves you with a weird texture. It leaves it with a weird type of texture that is too... You know, like raspberry-like? And I've never had that problem because I don't use razors. I mean, I have used razors. There are ways to have it be nice with razors. But I feel like it's too damn much. Bumps, stubbles. Yeah, this is like little bumps. And then you can also get ingrown hairs, which is horrible. Then your skin gets darker. You get like hyperpigmentation spots. That's something I don't like. It's sharper from being cut. Razor burn, you mean? There's many ways how that can look bad. Yeah. Laser therapy. That is expensive. That's really expensive. I had a friend who got laser therapy on her armpits. A different friend. So this is a very common... I'm sharing the deets about female life struggles with you. But I had a friend that got her armpits lasered. Never heard of that before? You have a picture of hyperpigmentation happening? So usually the way that it happens is like there's an ingrown hair. And that ingrown hair either stays there or it pops out. You gotta take it out and then it may leave like a mark, like a spot from where that ingrown hair was, and it damages the skin. Yeah, it becomes a blemish eventually. I keep saying ads for electric hair removal, but I assume it's a scam. Electric hair removal? I have no idea what that is. Ingrown hair can get infected too and turn into a pimple or a cyst. Yes. That is really common. Anyways, my friend, she did that. And she told me that it was really good because usually what she had to do once a year is go back to get it one more time. But aside from that, she never got trouble with it. But there's a problem with lasering of... There's a problem with lasering of hair. Because if your hair is too thick, that means regular lasers will not take it out. And you need another type of laser, and that is a super expensive one. I have tried laser before. It sucked. I had it done in my face. You may be thinking, Bibi, what the fuck? Why were you doing that in your face? I am Latina! I am Latina! I had that done in my face. And it kinda... I had it done for like a whole year. And it didn't have as much of an impact as I wish it had. It just pissed me off and it hurt a lot. And it didn't let me like pluck my eyebrows and stuff. Just annoyed me. Would it not kill the protected peach fuzz hairs? Yes. But it didn't. It's too strong. My hair follicles are too strong. They can't only get out of my skin with wax. Isn't electric hair removal just shaving but with a machine? That's what I thought as well. I think electric hair is a threader or something. Oh, I think it's like a roll that goes do 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 do. So let's say this is your hair, right? So the roll goes and then it pulls it in one of those motions. And you get rid of the hair. Oop. I had a Spanish girl in front of her mother ask me if I would date a girl with facial hair. I said as long as it's less than mine. Lol. Yeah, women over worry about that type of thing, I'd say. So I feel like men are 10 times hairier. But there are some picky men. Like I like to call those type of men homos. I've had friends before, or friends of friends that were like, if a woman has hair on her head, you cannot tolerate a little bit of peach fuzz? What kind of man are you? It's called being gay. Of course, the other solution is always to go date somebody that doesn't have any hair. Which there are people, like a lot of Asians and a lot of native populations don't have hair follicles that are that strong on their bodies. Or just straight up don't have any hair. And they still have luscious hair on their heads. They call me the Marsh Master. Alright. It's a really strange concept. Me. Sounds like threading. It's popular with Indians, but my first experience was in Iraq. Most painful thing I've experienced up to that point in life. I've also got my face threaded. I wouldn't recommend it. I had an actual Indian woman thread my face. And it was hell. It just hurts a lot. And I feel like it makes it grow thicker. For some reason. I don't know what it is with wax that works for me. But... which kind of Indian? I don't know, I didn't ask her. But she smelled nice. She smelled like... florally? She smelled really nice. Hair loss, the punishment for testosterone. Yep. I have an unrelated question about hair. Do you think it's unfair for men to have big chances of losing hairs but the women don't? No, because I think that for women it's more important. Women without hair lose all of their charisma. You can be a man without hair and still be charismatic and people would be attracted to you. But if you're a woman with no hair, it's over. Well, actually, I don't know. I feel like... I may be biased. I may be biased. Women lose their hair too later, honestly. Yes. I feel like the word more than would be that it thins out. If you're hot enough, it can work. Yeah, if you are Amber Heard levels of attractive, I guess you can be bald as a woman. But if you're a normal looking woman, you'll look very freaky. Many of women go through thinning later in life. It's just not full on balding as much. I feel like men worry too much about the balding head. I think you just need to find... as in marketing, you need to find your public. There's girls out there that like bald heads. If you're a woman with no hair, you can wear a wig. You can also wear a wig as a man. You can also go to Turkey and get yourself a hair transplant from a random Turkish man. It's just hair on top of their heads that men like. The rest of the body being hairless is attractive normally. I'd say so. But Vitamin has made me realize that men are a mystery and they have weird little things that they like that are specific. Like people like the VTuber fans that like feet. The ones that like armpits and the ones that like stuff that is different. It seems like for every person there's somebody out there. We're not a mystery, believe us. I mean, you're pretty straightforward. I didn't even ask for this information, but it was handed to me. It's more like it was a mystery. It was a mystery for me to find out. Like I didn't think about that. I don't feel like that's the sort of thing that people usually say out loud without the protection of anonymity. Getting a toupee or hair transplant as a man is even more shameful than being bald. If you get a hair transplant and it looks nice, I don't think so. Because it will grow very long. What are they gonna do? Take pictures from your old... take old pictures and shame you on the fact you were bald before? I don't think so. You can always just say it was a... You buzz cut it and then it grew back. That is a Bibi trick that you can use later. For the most part, you won't even notice. Yeah. Yeah. The internet is anonymous. It's easy to get information from people online as long as you don't ask their name. Yeah. And it's also me hoping that you guys are... I want to say not lying, but I kind of wish some of you were lying. Have you ever seen bald Reddit's very wholesome? Yes! I love when men support each other with like hair growth or exercising and stuff. It's so sweet. Bros have very nice relationships. Friendships. Hair transplants are probably the least stigmatized since it turns into normal hair growth. Yeah. I'd say. But I don't feel like anybody should be afraid to being bald as a man. I feel like you should be more afraid to being bald as a woman. As a man, you're kind of okay if you're bald. You just gotta... I don't know, maybe get some muscle to make up for it if you think that women will look at that. You know what I mean? There's ways to level things up. I'm very honest, Bibi. I'm telling your mom. Therefore, should we jump in with these strips, hunt each other down, and kill each other to complete the full note? Okay, no, you don't kill each other, but rather you need to get together. I'm gonna put like a little clue on each one of these things, and you'll get a little ARG treasure map. But you will not kill each other. You will... I don't know, try to gather in some place and talk and be friends. I gotta be honest, I debate being bald every year. Thank you for the HP potion. Ever seen the movie Highlander? It'll be like that! Fool, allow us to sate our bloodlust! No, you gotta do that at the gym. Don't do that with my goblins. Do not damage my wares. There can only be one. It reminds me of a meme about Jensen. Okay, wait. Meat puppy. If you go bald, I think it's gonna be fun. Just find another thing to make up for it, so that you don't feel your ego damaged. In case there's some women out there who are mean to you because you are bald. I feel like that's the way to go. There's people who are really fucking mean for no reason. So, yeah. That reminds me of a meme about Jensen Ackles, actor who plays as a soldier boy who has an edited photo of him half bald. Why? There can only be one goblin. One goblin. One destiny. One map. Except instead of ultimate power TM, we're just getting pieces of paper. Mortal Kombat. Never do fans, right? Goblins. Goblins together are strong. Yes. There was a guy with a really common name, I forget which one, who held a contest for who gets to keep the official title. They settled with a big pillow fight, and I mean, he invited everyone. They reserved the whole city park with how many people came. Wasn't it like a John? Wasn't the name John? Or David? Like a typical American guy name? Maybe one job in a day when the apples are stray. It was an ad for hair transplant thing. Bald Jensen before, normal Jensen after. Or hair growth serum thing. Most of those things don't work. As far as I know. Because my dad is bald. He's tried everything under the sun. There's truly one way to get your hair back. And even then, it may not be as thick as you wished it to be. And that is with, what is it called? Minoxidil? And rollers. He's tried transplants. He's so broke for transplants. My dad... I love my dad, you guys know. But... he doesn't like working. Well, there's the issue. Couldn't have been John. There was way too many of them. There would be too many of them. Probably David then. John Smith. I would like to go learn about the Mormons. Not because I would want to join their religion, but rather because I find it fascinating that there's so many different religions in the States that I don't know anything about. We do have Mormons here. I feel like we have more evangelists than anything else. And then I found out there's like a branch in America that I think is part of the Later Day Saints churches. Later Day Saints. I think they're evangelists maybe? But the thing is, they believe that they need to, in a prophecy way, incite the end of the world. Start the end of the world. Later Day Insurgents. I'm not sure. Maybe it's all of them together belonging to this branch. They believe that they have the deity and their god to start the end of the world. Latter Day Saints is Mormons. Are the Mormons the ones doing that? I think they're technically evangelists. I remember something like that. Like Latter Day Saints. US has so many different sects of Protestant. Yeah, that's kind of curious. I wonder which is the type of Protestant that I like. There's probably one. Or two or three or four. I feel like this is advanced levels of pattern recognition that I don't know since I don't live there. I wonder which type of Protestants I like. It's just a different name from the same group. I probably like the WASP variant. White Anglo-Saxon person? Protestant. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. No, I feel like I feel like they wouldn't like me. I feel like they wouldn't like me. I feel like they're too bougie. I feel like they're too bougie. I grew up in many different churches. I don't even know exactly where I belong. Kind of hodgepodge of all of them. That happened to me as well. You know, but I truly did have a lot of fun. Being on a Catholic school, and there were a bunch of nuns. I just felt so much warmth and cheerfulness and happiness and a positive view of the world because of the nuns. A lot of them were annoying as fuck, especially the ones that were super old. But then there were older ones that I didn't feel threatened. They made me feel comfortable. They made me feel, she's so happy and so positive. I love Jesus. I love Jesus too. I never really thought about becoming a nun. Because I thought I would look silly with a robe. But I always thought that their missions were pretty good. Pretty cool. Wasps are typically bougie. Yeah. I don't feel like I would fit in. Went to a small black Baptist church. Was the most fun. They love to sing and just very relaxed. They love some Jesus. I love the church songs. It's so much fun singing them. That was one of... Okay, I don't know if you guys count it that way, but in my church, we would count singing as a form of prayer. So I would sing a lot when I felt like praying. Wasp is just white people? Is it? I thought it was this very specific type of Protestant that you find in the big cities. It's just white people? White Anglo-Saxon Protestant? It's like people who have ancestry in England. Oh, then never mind. I take it back. Okay, I don't think so. You're no longer better than me. Come over here. I wouldn't say you'd find them in cities. They're normally in suburbs. I guess that it doesn't include an economic status. They're judgy kinda as a stereotype. Yeah, I feel like I know. Okay, would you believe me if I told you there are P-wasps? or P-wasks. So most Christians in the US. Peruvies? Yeah, there's Peruvies. Some of them are Catholic, but I feel like others are technically Protestant. But yeah, I feel like I've experienced that type of judginess. You can kind of overcome that if they get to know you enough. Just like any group, I feel. I feel like most groups will reject you at first because they want to see you try harder. But they're like, oh, you want to belong in here? Will? You gotta show me. Are you a true Jesus lover? I don't see you going to church. I don't see you paying that church. I don't see you doing charity work. Are you sure? Know what I mean? Later they said I know some videos that cover the evangelists. Evangelists are spooky. That's the only that's the only sort of branch of semi-Christianism that I would judge a little heavy, because I think that their concept about the end of the days is kind of spooky. Sometimes no one's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I've been exposed to that before. I don't think they're bad. I feel like, depending on the context, some of them there are very untrusty, which doesn't make everybody want to earn their trust, you know what I mean? And a lot of people assume that's because of racism, I feel. But no, it's just them filtering people out from their circles. But it's something that I feel a lot of Peruvians don't understand. That you don't really get judged by your skin color, even if the person that is judging you is white. Sometimes it can just be them trying to filter people from their groups. They're afraid of change. Also, this is kind of stuck. Evangelism is just people trying to get people to become Christian. Always gatekeep. Okay, it is stuck. Okay, I don't want to break it, so I'll leave it there. Kibu saves! Yeah. Jesus saves. Evangelism is just people trying to get people to become Christian. I mean, of course, right? Because you convert people through the evangelium. I don't know if that's how you say it in English, but that's how you say it in Spanish. But there is branches from evangelism that believe they are the ones that need to initiate the holy last war, so that they trigger the coming of Jesus. Get in the church, Shinji. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Get evangelized. It is time. Technically, all Christians have an evangelical duty. Yeah, that is true. But I feel like over in Latam we don't use it that much because most people are Catholics. I really wanted to make the joke about the Peruvian food being the only thing that's keeping us alive and the suicide rate so low here, but I think it's also Catholicism. I'm gonna be real, Chad. I think it's Catholicism as well. Catholicism. And probably we have less stress over here. And the capybaras for Lent. Do you think that I could eat guinea pig for Lent? Or does it only have... I think it only has to be fish. I did it this year. Not for the 40 days because I'm a bit of a dumbass. You guys told me that I should eat it. I should do Lent for 40 days. Right? But my silly ass just did it the week of Lent. I wonder if this is some kind of weird language thing where words mean different things in Spanish than they do in English. Yes. So, evangelism as the action of evangelizing people in Spanish, it means spreading the word of Jesus Christ, right? converting people to Christianity. And as far as I personally knew, there's a group called evangelists or there's like a subgroup from the evangelists, because I've explained before, I believe that a lot of religions have like mini cultists on them that believe a completely different thing than what they preach. And those are the ones that believe that what I'm explaining. And there are some of them were very spooky because they wanna kind of rush the end of the world. They believe it's their duty. Animals are not allowed in heaven. I was gonna start a huge debate. But one of the nuns that worked at my school, she explained to us that even if the priest says that animals don't go to heaven, that they still go to a nice place where their souls can rest and be reconnected with Jesus and the Lord, because they're still living beings, right? There's groups that fall under the umbrella of term of evangelist. There you go. That's probably what I mean. No, Disney gave us a whole movie about dogs going to heaven. It must be true. That movie makes me so sad. I hate that movie. It's so sad. It's so sad. I remember crying when I found out that the girl who made the voice of the little orphan girl died in the most horrible way possible. I thought that was so fucking sad. I had the VHSs from Our Dogs Go to Heaven in English. And I had... I think also... the one about the hound and the fox. I think I had both of them in English. That was part of the material that my mom tried to teach me English with. Hera and Ducky, yes. The Fox and the Hound, yeah. I think I also had Robin Hood with animals on the VHS. Fun fact, not actually made by Disney. That's a Don Bluth film. Oh, you're right. Because it comes from the same one as the... There's this one about a dog and a cat that go to the city. That's very similar Darwin style. Oliver? Oliver goes to the city or something? I don't remember. You know me too! It was so good. Oliver and Company? I think so, yeah. They don't allow service animals either because no one is disabled in heaven. They have their little own spot somewhere else where they rest forever for being good companions to the children of the Lord. Don't worry about it. When you die, you can ask. When you die, you can ask. Okay, don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know, and neither does the nun. I just like to believe that they're okay. When you die, you can ask. Okay? We just remember, don't forget. You might forget because you're gonna be too happy. I'll leave the other reindeer. Oh, why should I worry? It was cute. Alright, chat. That's already angels. They send them here. The Facebook meme told me. They're little angels. Okay. I would like to know, what is your take on angels, chat? Let's get a little spicy. What is your take on angels? I know most of you don't pray to them. Biblically accurate? In what way? Like, do you believe that they can show up Why would you pray to an angel? Okay, okay. To intercede. I know you're not gonna like this answer. Kirill Latam, I'm Catholic. Kirill Latam, angels. I feel like they, the most popular. Aren't angels kaiju monsters that are trying to cause a third impact? That's why Shinji needs to get in the robot. True. Catholics pray to anybody than God. Not true. If you're doing things right, no one will notice you're doing anything at all. That's a little cheeky. I guess they are around and we just don't see them. They're messengers of God. They do God's bidding. Is bidding a bad word? They do God's... I don't feel like it inherently has a bad connotation. They do what God commands. There you go. They do God's will. That's not true. Retards just don't know anything about actual Catholics, so they make shit up. Okay, okay, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. Execute God's will. No, that sounds brutal. Have a good night, Bibi. Good night, right, Chimera? So, in Latam, angels usually intercede for specific things. Like, there's angels for different types of protection. That's not a joke, Bibi. I know. Execute Order 666. Execute Order 33. Cherubim are fine unless you drown them in Britain and then you get arrested. Oh no! In the New Age circles, people pray to angels as well. The wrong ones. You angels! You angels! Oh my god! You're making me laugh too much, Barry! No! Oh, but they let the cherubim... They banned the cherubim, so they let that creepy-ass statue of Jimmy Savile touching a random kid. Don't they? Oh, damn it. I hate the British. I hate Britain. Can we agree on one thing? Catholics and Christians, can we agree on one thing? We all hate Britain. Yes? New Agers. So... True and real. Fuck Britain! All my deacons hate Britain! It is time you do another... I almost said Pearl Harbor. It's time you do another... Another tea... What was it? Tea... Tea... Tea party. Dressing? I've held that sentiment for a long while. Of course. According to Catholic doctrine, angels also have free will, but they are perfect as incompleted. So their free will is perfectly informed and eternal. So if you ask them to help you, wouldn't that kind of contradict humans' imperfect free will? Listen, I don't pray to angels, okay? Because honestly, I don't know them enough. The only two people that I've ever prayed to have been Jesus Therefore, God and his mom. Because I feel that as a woman, his mom gets me. You know what I mean? I feel... I ask for guidance. I ask for guidance to be a good woman. I have interest in all differences of Protestant, Catholic, Orthodox, but we all agree on far more than disagree, and only one got goodwill. God's will? Yeah. I feel like there's a lot to criticize on all of them, right? At the end, I think that what matters the most is what you personally as an individual believe, tied to the Christian slash Catholic slash Orthodox doctrine. So, self-reflection should be the primary thing you do. It's okay of your own free will to ask for help from those higher beings. I will speak to God and past relatives out together. Right, you can also ask your past relatives, what should I do in this situation? Right? Okay, I personally feel a weird way whenever somebody dies, because I feel like they're no longer here. Therefore, I try not feeling bad. Because oh, they're okay. I'm pretty sure the Bible says not to do that. Damn it! Can you give me that quote? God's will, good will. Both would be good. God did not save the queen. I feel like she might not have been that good either. Not with a Ouija board, just prayer. God passed a message for me. Oh. Huh. I also don't like the Pope. So I'm also going against a Catholic tradition. Nobody likes the Pope. I can't keep. Why would he shut up? My grandma loves the Pope, but she doesn't understand the complexities of the new era. The Queen had a good run. God saved her for long enough. I don't know. I got suspicious that one time that she showed up in the same fucking spot where Ghislaine and Epstein showed up. You know what I mean? That grandma. Even if she's a grandma, I don't think she has good intentions. For real, see. I have literally not heard of him since he became the Pope. Good! He's been pretty bullshit. I have hang-ups with the popes as well, but I don't blame all Catholics for that. I liked one that died when I was relatively young. And then the one that came after him, there was one that only wore white. I think he was Polish. I liked him. I thought he was very... I don't know why, just like looking at him, I could tell that he was a nice soul. He was German? Was he German? Maybe. And then came the one that dressed in red. To me, that guy looked like the devil himself. Sorry, I was very judgy. But to me, that guy looked like the devil himself. I remember I was scared of him. And then they changed it into the last one. who is Peruvian. Or like part Peruvian or something. He sucks. I feel like this one and the last one that came before him were probably the reason why we may have some problems with the Catholic Church. It might divide itself eventually, I believe. Bibi likes the German in charge. Yeah. Was he? I think that he was Polish. I think he was Polish. Stedevacantism. I don't know what's that. I'm getting sleepy and too yappy. Too yappy and too sleepy. But at the very end of it all, I feel like it boils down to you believing in God / Jesus. Current is Peruvian, last one is Argentinian, the one before was German. Okay, not the Peruvian one, not the Argentinian one, not the German one, the one that was Polish. He died when I was relatively young. So I remember that when he died, the one that was German, he popped out of nowhere and he looked like the devil himself, and I was like, oh, I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna happen. John Paul II was Polish. John Paul II. I like John Paul II. He looked like a really nice Nave's Pope. He was also anti-communist. Well, it makes sense if he was Polish. That was 05, Bibi. That's why I said relatively young. John Paul. I liked him. He had a very soft face. And it was really sad for me when he died. I started crying. I think I saw it on national TV when they mentioned that, when they announced that he died and they needed another pope. I was really sad. I think I was at school and they all gathered us to watch the TV where they would decree in which dude was going to be the next pope. That sucked. But yeah, I think they should have stopped having popes after he died. Just to transform the Vatican into a regular country and we can forget it all about it, like as Christians. Maybe have it to be a historical site or something. Because the amount of devotion that I feel some Catholics have towards cardinals and popes and real life people disgusts me. Because I feel like they can very easily betray the doctrine that they preach. Are you saying God isn't real, Bibi? No, I'm saying some motherfucker probably corrupted the institution that had the first popes at one point or another, and it has led it to its downfall. I believe that it has been taken over. If I understand correctly, that's more how Orthodox is, favoring tradition. I might explore Orthodoxism a little bit more then. That this causes a hint of what non-Catholics feel. Yeah, I bet. I don't know, I feel like unless you're calling upon demons or humans that are alive, it isn't bad. Well, maybe calling upon is not a good word, but rather asking them, can I get some guidance? Catholic? Velvet, why can I know the... Hello, why is that censored? There's been a few spirited discussions on that topic. Yeah. Because there is actual PDFs and such around there too that I don't feel should be forgiven. They should be thrown into a cell in the middle of an island that gets its bottom filled up with water when the night comes. I feel like we should implement medieval torture on those people. Apparently, Velvet Mafia is a term related to gay people. Really? Where's Bull? Let's go! Also, Bibi. I believe that the church was infiltrated is not just a belief. I feel like it's a fact. I'm sure it's a fact. There's evidence that it may have happened in the 60s. Yeah. But I guess it gets time to fully twist an institution such as big as that one. So they had to take their time. And now we have our first Peruvian Pope. I tend to be biased toward Peruvians. Which is also around the time that thing loosened up. Did you read up on the incident, Bibi? Maybe I will. I'll watch a video. Gay Catholic priests started popping up and molesting kids. Bruh. I'm sure you'll be surprised. I might. I'll do a little research. But yeah. Always question everybody, chat. Even yourself. This bottle's so good. Thank you! $9.99. 2 popes ago, he did something unusual. He retired before dying. Right, the one that looked like a demon. He retired. Curious. Anyways. Little more faith in man-made institutions, more faith in Jesus. Safer bet. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything that the man built is corruptible. Everything that Jesus gives you in heaven isn't. But I think that the safe bet is pray it. Guiding yourself with the Bible and the rules and the culture that you had passed down to you. Which one commissioned that one building to be built in the Vatican? The one that looks like a snake's head? Which one commissioned the one that looks like the literal devil spawning in that room? Not a building, but rather a sculpture. You have to rely on man-made things though, like scripture and history. That is true, but you all should get those old Bibles and store one for future generations. Francis, wasn't it? Pope Francis. He had to be Argentinian. The devil sculpture is the snakehead building. Francis was just the worst. Fuck the Pope. He also elaborates the reference. Fuck the Pope! I'm sorry. I've been told that I'm not really Catholic because I don't believe in the Pope before. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. If I don't believe in the Pope, that means I'm not Catholic. I guess I'm gonna eat anything else. The Argentine, yeah. Something that a lot of people don't consider is how biased we are towards communism in Latin America. Because we had actual Latin American scholars. I remember there was a Brazilian one that spread practically everything that has to do with race politics and communism and stuff all around Latin America through teaching. And you have no idea how many people will just take that as a default yes. That is why we need more different opinions arriving that are supported by some kind of entity. No matter if it's a church or something like that. It is difficult. It is difficult to fight alone when you are fighting fucking huge countries that spread misinformation and propaganda and stuff like that. What I'm saying is we need more American intervention. Please come here. Please. Please. Does a Peruvian Pope from Chicago like deep dish cuy? He said he has, but I've never seen him eat a single cuy, so I don't believe him. Just make me the next Pope. No! You're Argentinian and Peruvian! It's gonna be the worst together! I'll institute an immediate call for another crusade. But Bibi the Queen Spider is the head of the Vatican and Catholicism. Are you telling me that LOLs is behind Catholicism? Is she the real mastermind behind it all? The man behind the slaughter. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if it's actually some shit like Lilith. Or some other occultist concept. I don't know. Life is full of mysteries. I've never been able to fully even grasp the existence of those type of beings. And I feel like there's a reason why. They have no power in the physical world. And have to basically groom people into believing in them and sacrificing things and doing a bunch of things for them. It's probably a reason why. Because God is too big. Lols is maneuvering to make a Chinese female the next pope. You heard it here first, folks. Screenshot that. I'm gonna screenshot it. Wing. I don't know. I could fall through a rabbit hole with all the different religions and little cults and everything that is around. But it's 11:49 p.m. and I fear I am sleepy. The purple guy. I fear I'm I already finished this wax thingies a while ago. So we should try wrapping it up. So, what is the lesson of today? I should probably think twice if I'm gonna do a surprise for chat. And when in doubt, believe in God and ask Him for guidance. Night, Bibi, you owe me a full night's sleep. Oh shit, man.
Open up! We heard the solicit merchant activities.
We're about to wrap it up as well, Guden. No! No! Guden. Sorry. Do you have anybody that you would like to raid, Guden? I was ready just as I was ending. Happens. Oh, really? Okay, no worries. In a second. Oop. Now that Fed is here, Fed, you want to justify why Catholics believe in praying to saints and angels and Mother Mary. You become Peruvian heretic?
Royal Guard!
Fuck you, man! Oh shit!
We heard there's illicit merchant activities here.
Damn, girl! I was totally not about to raid you. Uh-oh. Hello, raiders again. I do not, but he is still the Bishop of Rome and the Vatican of Christ. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy, sure. Sure, buddy. I don't believe it. Oh, a biker of Christ. Sure, buddy, sure, sure. Oh, Nemi. You're asking the saints to pray for you. Biker is that pronunciation? Is that the cross from the... Is that the Iron Cross? That is not Jesus, I think. I think that's the wrong emote. That's Kayon. Okay, give me a second. Let's raid. Let's raid. It's not all bad. Yeah. Easy. Purple raid. Oh, Erwin. Welcome. Purple raid. Thank you. Go ahead. And raid. Maybe Mika? Let's raid Mikan. But do not creep her out, okay? Don't talk about the Pope. Don't talk about anything but how cute she is. I'm not gonna raid XQC. Come on, guys, I'm too sleepy. Come on. Thank you for the double raid, Nemi. Let's go ahead and raid. Some cuties today. I am so sleepy, what the fuck? Oh, Raimi! Let's raid Raimi. The bird peanut is live. Shut the fuck up. Or his skinwalker that was practically saying slurs on stream. Alright, everybody. Fourth Crusade, right? Nah! I know I'll get my Rolex. Gotta work hard for that. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye, Brownie. Bye bye, Ashka. Bye bye, Joe. Bye bye, Scooty. Bye bye, Redux. Bye bye. Fed. Bye bye, Red Aviators. Bye bye, Erwin. Bye bye. Puga.